Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, nerd and nerdettes. Now, as many of you have seen already, last month I was blessed with the opportunity to go visit my friend Dequitum, where we promptly just beat the crap out of each other. And had an amazing time. We got to share those videos, our experiences together, and overall it's been amazing. But, you know, being the internet, not everyone was as overjoyed as we were, and there was one fight in particular that caught the ire of many a keyboard warrior.
You mean your most popular video?
I mean, I guess based on views, technically.
But what else is there?
For the record, I would like to simply state that my fight with Dequitum was much better than Trollo's. You know, for once, Sir Gaines, I think we're actually in accord about that, but that's besides the point. The point is, Trollo, you kind of got roasted by the internet.
What is this roasted? Is it an invitation to engage in glorious combat?
No, it just means they said some mean things online.
Yeah, that sounds like an awfully womanly and cowardly thing to do.
Well, either way, I thought it'd be fun to pick out some of the most spirited comments and give you a chance to respond in kind.
That sounds stupid and like a complete waste of my time, but fine. I will play your silly game.
Quick disclaimer before we get started, most of these comments, not all, but most of them did come from YouTube Shorts. And as you probably all know, YouTube Shorts kind of make up the dredges of, let's call, the YouTube community. Second thing is, this is not supposed to be a witch hunt. I don't want anyone, you know, trying to reach out or find these people. I'm gonna blur out all their information, just the comment itself, because I want to turn it into something lighthearted and fun. And the third reason why I'm doing this is because, I mean, really, you have a character named Trollo who was built as a troll for the other members in your party, like, you gotta use them.
I still don't understand why you're wasting your time responding to cowards.
So to start, in the fight with Dequitum, you chose not to wear a helmet, armor, chainmail, anything like that, despite it being available to you.
Yes, like a man.
We know. But there were a slew of comments that were pointing out that what you were wearing was not very historically accurate, shall we say.
I ask you again, do I look like a woman?
Okay, all right. Well, to read these comments, I feel there's no better suited individual than our own heel and main villain of the D&D campaign. That's right, I'm back, nerds. Take it away, douche. The real answer is, the unarmored guy is not a Viking. The Vikings did not go into battle naked or topless by choice. Berserker came from the word berserker, meaning bear shirt, not the English dual meaning of naked, but the animal as in they wore the bear skin. They were warrior poets, tacticians, and duelists. They were a chief of champions, and rather being a raging idiot, one of the few pieces of literature we have about them talk about how Berserker's enemies was so mad he bit the edge of his shield, and the Berserker kicked the bottom of the shield and killed him. TL, DR, this is stupid.
I don't understand. None of these fools seen the historical documentary Vikings with their deeply researched understanding of shirtless masculine warriors in black leather pants.
Right, so to clarify, Trollo is the embodiment of all cliches piled into one about what everyone thinks Vikings are and how they are portrayed in media.
How dare you?
Even the name Trollo is a riff off of Rollo from Vikings, and if you guys ever, you know, watch the D&D videos.
No one watches those.
I don't know why. I mean, I swear they're super fun and funny.
You mean the one where you spend 20 minutes talking to yourself, playing the nerdiest game known to man? What did you expect?
But it's like a great way to do historical weapons testing while also telling like a super silly story in the background, and you can do armor tests or, you know, weapons tests.
What? Are you still talking? I stopped listening a while ago.
Now this next wonderful saint of a human was obviously very concerned about my safety in this video, and I mean, Sergeant Alpha Bro, take it away. I hope you actually become unalived one day for this crap. This is such loser content and worthy of the Darwin Awards. Ooh, that's harsh.
What? You mean the honor of falling in battle against a worthy opponent is worthy of these Darwin Awards?
Yeah, I mean, in this context, I think that's what's being implied.
To be clear, a person wrote this comment from a computer in their home saying that me traveling to Germany to fight a friend and trained knight at great peril to both myself and him to test ourselves against each other is loser content.
I guess. Next up, we have kind of a fun one, not really a burn, but just something I thought was quite humorous. Great video, but what did your wife say about this one?
You must not know my wife. She is more of a warrior than I am. She fears nothing and no man. In fact, she actually traveled with me to Germany, helped film the fights, and was not worried about me at all. I mean, she's seen me compete in lots of combat sports and do stupid stuff for a long time, so, you know, it's kind of par for the course. And before you ask, yes, we did make sweet, sweet love after the battle. Because, I mean, damn.
No, I didn't need to know that, but I will also second that because, I mean, damn. Now that right there, that is the real loot. I'm sorry, babe. You're not loot. I love you. Don't hurt me. Next, we have a person who I can only assume is a seasoned combatant giving great advice on the engagement. This so fake. I regret watching 6 minutes of this and writing this comment. It only takes one armored fist directly to the face or a headbutt when they were struggling in hand-to-hand combat.
This person sounds like the kind of person who takes one entry to MMA class at LA Boxing and then proceeds to watch UFC fights with his friends and tell them about all the moves that the person is missing while their friends roll their eyes in utter exasperation.
That's actually a pretty good one. Okay, next up.
Also, I'm surprised you made it a full 6 minutes. I'm sure there's nothing you've ever heard uttered from a
Easy, keeping it kid friendly. Moving on, we have someone next who is kind of questioning the movements and the skill level of the knight in the video. Am I the only one thinking that if this was a real knight, like a dude who trained in the art of combat from the age of 10 or something, the half-naked crazed dude probably would lose? I'm saying it wouldn't be a good fight. I just think our knight in this situation was very sloppy and didn't do justice to the real thing.
Mock me all you want, internet, because words cannot hurt a man such as I. But how dare you question my opponent, de Guidom? If you have watched anything on YouTube, most is just talking points or forms and movements. This man lives the lifestyle. He has practiced it. He forges it. He is made in it. He is the closest interpretation of what a knight would be. So shame on you. And do some research because he's awesome.
Sidebar, yeah, if you guys don't follow him or have not seen his stuff, it's really amazing. And really, I feel like he's probably the closest that we have to a knight in this modern day and age. So check him out because it's truly fantastic stuff.
Except that he cheated on wrestling.
But back to it, we had quite a few comments, now were kind of fun actually, about the hair. So, we learned that a berserker's hair is their greatest enemy.
Yeah, that's not actually half bad. That was a tough lesson to learn that day. Warrior braids or a shaved head is far superior to long flowing locks getting caught in a mace over and over again. That was unpleasant.
This one's a fun one here. Why 3 belts?
What? Because 2 is too few and 4 is too many. Come on.
Okay, I mean, I guess those are technically words strung together in some semblance of order to create a moderately cohesive sentence. Doesn't provide any answers, but I mean, I guess that'll do. And finally, the pièce de résistance, the one that made me laugh the hardest. Do you think they've explored each other's bodies after the fight? I couldn't get through it.
Oh boy, what is this? Is it possible to feel shame for another human?
Yeah, that's empathy. It's a normal human emotion.
I don't like it. I actually feel physically embarrassed for this person. I feel they're the kind of person who thinks they can win a fight without actually touching someone, or they think they'll throw some wild, sloppy, uncoordinated haymaker, sea bread, and end the fight in one punch, despite never having trained in any sort of martial arts in any capacity and understanding what grappling or clinch is.
I mean, it is the internet.
I also think they have never touched a woman.
Okay, let's keep it maybe a little nicer.
Sorry, allow me to clarify. I think they are so unskilled in both love and combat that they cannot delineate between romantic entanglement or engaging in a battle.
I think that was actually less nice.
I'm not nice.
No, okay. I didn't make this video to be petty or mean-spirited or anything like this. I have been on the internet for not too long, maybe 2 years now, I guess you could say. But I have been on this earth for 40 years. I have 3 boys, I have an amazing wife, and nothing anyone says to me online will ever change the perception I have of how blessed I am to have the life that I have. And I think it's easy to get caught up in the comments with people you don't know or have never met, because the internet's like a fun and wonderful place, but it also has a lot of mean-spirited people, just like the real world. I've been around for a little while, and so you kind of know that there's just people out there who aren't happy. But I also wanted to show this as a way to kind of turn negativity into positive fun. You can always laugh at yourself, laugh at your own expense, and also you can be completely confident in who you are and what you do, to a point where nothing anyone says is going to change how you feel about yourself, or nothing's going to ruin your day. YouTube itself has been pretty fantastic for me. Most all of my engagement is super positive. I genuinely can say I have made a handful of actual friends on YouTube. From the most recent thing with Dequidum to the Discord page, where I'm really like bonding with people and we're having good, fun conversations over there. It's just opened up my world to people all over the world, you know? And so it's been truly phenomenal. And if you've been a part of all of that, I just want to say thank you. I think a lot of times what happens on YouTube, especially lately, is you have a lot of creators and people talking about their views are low, you know, YouTube's failing, this and this. I am looking at it as a way to build a community that I didn't have before. And so I think someone had once said, and I said this in a live, that we have a surplus of content but no community. And so I just wanted to simply thank everyone who's come and made this page a community, because in reality, you know, the people that are in it and engaged in it, we're having a great time, and you guys are the reason why. So thank you for all of that, and I hope you have an amazing day. One more thing I completely forgot as I was packing up. At the end of this video, I really wanted to plug the D&D videos. I have 3 of those so far, and they are a lot of fun. And I don't know if you guys just don't like it or it's not clickable, but if you have a chance, check it out, because honestly, that's where I'm throwing a lot of my effort into, because it's my favorite thing to do. So if you guys have a moment to check that out, please do. I would mean a lot, because those are a lot of different people working together to put those in there. If not, totally cool, but I'll still have fun on that little side quest with the other nerds in this channel.